Hello, and welcome back to Clark's Classic Florals. Today I'm going to show you how to take a simple clearance piece and turn it into a beautiful reception piece that you can use on your tables. For the sake of time, I've already put some greenery in right here that you can see that I've added. And so I'm going to show you how you put a couple of pieces in here to increase the piece not looking like it was bought on clearance. Okay, I'm gonna take some of these plants sometimes have very hard foam in the bottom, so you want to push holes in them so that you can add your greenery. See how it easily just slides in there, so that you can really make this a great looking reception piece that you just add to your table. Okay, so I have all of that greenery, and I like to go in a lot of times and move my greenery around to make sure that it looks nice and neat at the bottom when you are adding something to an arrangement. This is actually really neat that this is a clearance piece. And you can find some of these pieces sometime at the Goodwill, where people just throw things away and they no longer want floral, and how you can just go in and you can just add to the pieces that you pick up at the thrift stores. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to add in some hydrangeas around the bottom of my piece. Okay, so I'm going to take the hydrangea and I'm going to push it down on the side of the floral. I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to add another hydrangea into the floral. Okay, and then I'm going to add another hydrangea in. Okay, so I have 3 hydrangeas surrounding this pretty bluish purple hydrangea in the middle. So I'm going to take my fingers underneath and I'm going to clasp all of them together, which gives you that really pretty look around the bottom. And then I'm going to take a piece of floral tape and I'm going to turn it to the side, and I'm going to take each one of these pieces underneath and grab it with the floral tape. Bring it back around and pull it really tight. Make sure your florals are tight. And then if you have excess, you can just take a pair of scissors. Take a pair of scissors and just cut the floral tape underneath. And make sure you have them tight. You're grasping them tightly. And close it. And there you have it. Okay. You have your pieces underneath. They're nice and tight. And again, go around and adjust your florals to Hydra Mechanics. You can even bend this over it to give it that look. Okay, so you have your floral piece. Turn it around, and Like I said, just you have to play with it sometime. You have a very nice looking terracotta pot hydrangea. Okay, and what I want to do is I want to add some embellishments to it. So I'm going to lay it on the side, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little piece of diamond and I'm going to wrap it around the side of it. Now, you can glue gun this on, or I'm taking this little tape piece I'm using, and it actually puts glue on the side, and so it holds this down on the side. As I turn it around and I put it on there, it holds the embellishment down around the pot. Just really gives it a really nice looking. You can't even tell this was clearance based on which you have done to add to it. Okay. Come back over to this side and add on. Then I need another piece to go in between these two pieces. So you just add your tape in, and you place this in between your pieces, and there you go. Got a nice looking floral piece. And again, you have to sometime with the tape or glue make sure it's staying up there. But you have your hydrangea with your embellishment on the side of it. If you have any questions, please leave them below. And thank you for joining me in working on this terracotta pot hydrangea. I appreciate your time and you coming to this channel to watch this tutorial. I want to add, I just finished adding on the piece for the pot, the embellishment. So now I want to go ahead and add in the 3 asymmetrical roses on the side. So what I'll do is I'll start with my foam rose, absolutely gorgeous, and I'm going to stick it right here on the side. I've already punched my holes in into my foam in the bottom, and my asymmetrical rose will start this way. This will be my tallest rose. Okay. Then I want to go with my middle rose, which I will go underneath this rose, pushing into my foam. And then my third rose will be my low-hanging rose that goes here on the side. Okay. And so now I want to make sure I have them lined up tallest to least. Work on my greenery, pulling it around my flowers, and there you have it, your 3 roses that are asymmetrical, which really has just taken this floral piece to another level, and really something very pretty to put on your reception table. And so here are all my 3 roses and the whole entire look of the terracotta pot hydrangea that I added underneath the hydrangeas and the greenery, the 3 roses on the side, and embellish the pot with a diamond applique that goes around the pot. And these would look so pretty. And again, you always make sure you have to come back and make sure your greenery is positioned, as well as your flowers being positioned in your pot to give the look that you are trying to garner with your decoration. Thank you again for joining me. I truly appreciate it. Check back for more tutorials on wedding florals. Thank you and have a great day.